Hello, and welcome to the Next ReeVlog, which isn't actually the Next ReeVlog. I look odd today. That's okay. Why isn't this actually the Next ReeVlog, you may be wondering? Quite simple, really. The Next ReeVlog would imply the next ReeVlog that I filmed after the last ReeVlog, which this is not. I, in fact, filmed two. One of them turned out to be really, really dark, and whilst I've uploaded such things before, I figured, you know what, there's no, import to me uploading this, so I just didn't. And then the second one, I realised I did a bunch of Kung Fu stuff, which kind of gives away various things towards our style, which my instructor might not be pleased about. I haven't asked, but he might not be pleased about me uploading, belts worth of stuff onto the internet for free. So I figured I'll just not upload that one either. That one was this Wednesday just gone. My blue belt grading got brought forward a week to this week, and I thought originally it was going to be part of it then, part of it today before work, but we got all of it done. I got my belt. Yes, well done me. Very happy about that. But yeah, so they're the two vlogs that you kind of missed out on. Both of them were talking about that grading, just neither of them really were uploadable. So, whoa, what's the purpose of this one? Well, one, I got the blue belt. Two, I checked my uploaded vlogs. Cut my hair. I know that I mentioned it in, I think, the last one. I did it. It's been this way for like a week, maybe a little bit more. But yeah, that's how it is. Then, as far as other things go, I'm reorganising my room a little bit. I'm getting rid of my barbell. I'm just going to use dumbbells and kettlebells, etc. that I've got, along with my bands and stuff. Just because it makes a little bit more space. I'm getting rid of set of drawers. All the stuff from the set of drawers is going in dedicated bags under my bed, or other drawers that I have. Currently my phone is resting against some drawers on top of the fridge. Yeah. Then the reason that prompted me to do this vlog is Quell, company that made a game, Shardfall, and the console, the Quell Impact, went bust by the looks of things, and it's kind of sad because I did write a script for that as like a proper video. I know I haven't done any in a long time, and I don't see myself doing any for quite a while. Proper videos for the channel, but I think that might be the most recent one I wrote, and just never got to a point of recording it. I got to asset finding, getting the right pictures and stuff to put into a video, but I never actually recorded the video. And it was pretty much just pre-release to it, so a couple of years ago now. It was, actually it might have been last year, I don't know, time's weird, but it was pretty much, is this the new Nintendo Wii, effectively, or is this better than the new Nintendo Wii? Because the Nintendo Wii was sold on the premise, to my memory, I was quite young, of, look, you've got to move your hands around, you're going to do exercise whilst you game. The Quell Impact, you had to move your hands around. It had a motion sensor belt, so it could tell if you were higher or lower, and therefore you couldn't just sit there and move your hands. You actually needed to mimic doing some stuff, because I know that some people would just sit on the sofa and or and just get wrist movement for their Wii work. also had resistance bands connecting to the wrists and the belt, so that you'd get some like actual strength training, not just cardio. Again, people could detach those. There was no reason not to, and you get different strength ones. But overall, I had some high hopes. My main concerns for it weren't that they wouldn't be financially stable. It was that because all of it was punching type movements or blocking type movements, there wasn't any pulling motion. I was worried about imbalances and advertising. And it seems the advertising might have been the thing, but I mean, they never actually released the secondary product. It's just that after the initial launch, where it was pretty much like Kickstarter backers, like myself, who got the product, they didn't sell as many units as they predicted they would, and therefore failed. It was quite sad. One, because it was a small team of people who obviously thought this is a great idea, it's going to help people, and it's going to be our business. So I feel bad for them. And then also, I feel kind of bad for the fact that whilst the game didn't turn out how I thought it would when I bagged it on Kickstarter, many years ago now, I'm sad that it's another game exercise thing that's just not worked out, because I think that that's really a good direction for people to go in. And considering I'm technically doing game design now, very small amounts, very slowly, haven't made any games as of yet, and wouldn't be able to right now. But with the development of like the Tesla suit, completely non-related to either Tesla the company or Nikola Tesla, and other such haptic feedback suits, when we get to a point that they aren't thousands of pounds, having them designed to work with like games as kind of a VR experience, not necessarily with a VR headset, though that would obviously help, but you could have it on a screen and just make it so the screen turns with you, and it will do resistance to match. If you go to lift something, then it's going to make you try and lift the thing. Sure, it might not put as much force in as you'd actually get, especially like when you get hit by a weapon. You don't want to like break a rib if you get hit by a dragon's tail, for example, but you know, if it does a small amount of impact, or even like a little bit of electrical stimulation just to be like, pain. One, it's going to make the games harder, and two, it's going to be a good like learning method. It's going to be like, oh yeah, don't do that. And if you to swing the sword, you've actually got to swing the sword. And maybe if you up your character's strength, it reduces the resistance for yourself. But if your character is really weak, you've got to physically do it. That can be like a bit game breaking if you get like these really strong people who are like, oh, I don't need high strength because I myself have high strength. But I'm sure there's ways to work it out. Yeah. So that's kind of sad. This is kind of a rest in peace Quell type video, as well as a yes, I got my next belt for Kung Fu type video. So yeah, we'll see what the future holds. More vlogs, that's almost for certain. But for now, I should probably get to my daily routine type stuff. So I've got to like do a nice dynamic warm-up, some push-ups, some sit-ups, some squats, hollow body hold, and then, because in 1 minute, my actual exercise notification will come through. I should probably do that as well. Don't know what's on the cards today. It varies day to day on the app. On non-work days, sometimes, not always, I have my own workouts as well, but I've got on these laminated pieces of paper. So far, I've not managed to do one all the way through. because I've got on there, do this, do this, do this, do this, do this, do this, rest. That's set 1. Do this, do this, do this, blah, blah, blah. Do it 3 times. 3 sets of the full lot of exercises. But each exercise has its own sets in it. So, the stretching one is probably the best example. It's like do pigeon pose for a minute, then do the other side for a minute, and do that 3 times, and then do the next and the next and the next. And when you finish, take a rest, start at the start again, twice. Yeah, I haven't done my daily exercise routine the past couple days. Felt like absolute crap on Thursday. Felt a bit better yesterday, but still not good. And so Thursday, I think it was literally like a wow. I've done it. The thing that I've been shooting towards for the last 2 years, my next bellow kung fu success. Did that, great. And it was just, I think I've been like holding back all of the fatigue a little bit mentally, because I still do suffer from that, and I was like, wow, I feel awful physically, and then like mentally it was a lot of like brain fog and stuff. It improved a little bit yesterday, and I held it back again, pure force of will, for a dev meeting regarding the game design stuff. And then after that, crashed again. Managed to get up and go for a walk both Thursday and yesterday, which definitely does help. But then it was like, oh, I'm back from the walk. Oh. So yeah, not ideal at all, but it is what it is, and I still don't feel great today, but I've got work, and I can't just keep not doing my daily routine. It's meant to be the bare minimum that I do every day, no matter how I feel. The game design stuff yesterday kind of ruined the routine, because it's meant to be the thing I do before other stuff, and I can do some little things beforehand, like I brush my teeth, I've got a cup of tea, I'm downloading the offline version of the Quell launcher, because whilst I haven't played it in a while, and I put the whole thing in the loft, I would like to have that available should I ever want to play it in the future, so I'm getting that now, because who knows how long it will be available for download. Yeah, and obviously this vlog, but if it takes 4 hours to do that dev call, then I already felt terrible, and I've just been sat at my computer for 4 hours without really getting up, apart from one time to go to the loo. It's not great. So yeah, this at least hasn't taken super long. Been pottering about, going back and forwards, making the tea, turn the computer on, boiling the kettle, turn the computer on, making the tea, come back, opening up my email to find the thing, to go to the webpage, download the thing, doing the vlog. Yeah. So, just gotta lock in, as the Kittywinkles say, and just get it done. So the minimum I'm going to do is my daily routine, then I'm going to give my daily exercise proper a go, see how that works out. Might not finish it, maybe I will. We'll find out. Well, you might not find out. I'll find out. But yeah, I know that I'm recording in the upright, not the profile rather than landscape, so this video is probably going to have the black bars. I haven't done that one in a while, but I noticed that I can't stand up with it landscape where it currently is, so I might need to move my recording position to on top of the chest of drawers, but that might be too high, but I'll figure it out at some point. Regardless, I'm going to go make another cup of tea, rep Sealand, email Libertas, If anyone's got like 600 quid spare, I'd love to get a coat of arms made on their website. Just send it over. And then, yeah, exercise time. Regardless though, hope you have a good day, and I'll catch you cats on the flip flop. Goodbye.